Hi, Larry Stewart here with ForConstructionPros.com. I'm at Caterpillar's Edwards Demonstration and Learning Center with Archie Lyons, who's the creative director for Caterpillar's brand strategy and activation group. Hi, Archie, thanks so much for the invitation to this event.
Yeah, thanks Larry, and thanks everyone for joining us today here as we relaunch the Trials program and invite you to play PAC-MAN with us.
Yeah, this is amazing. Where did the idea for carving a PAC-MAN maze out of a Edwards field come from?
So this is our 95th anniversary this year, so we looked back and said, what do our fans really love? The trials were something that they really loved, and we haven't done them for a few years, so we wanted to bring them back. We did an internal brainstorming. Automation was a key topic people wanted to see, so what better way to do automation than to show PAC-MAN?
Yeah, there was a lot of GPS direction that went into carving this thing into this field. It would have been a much bigger job with stakes and paint, right?
Correct, yeah. As part of the thing, we looked at how do we build a maze properly, so we used CAT grade 3D. So we used a 336 excavator that actually programmed the game board from Bandai directly into our machines, so that way we knew we had an official representation of the board here, and it took a fraction of the time. It would have taken 2 to 3 times the length of time we did to dig this board if we had stakes and grading out there.
How important was an accurate rendition of the PAC-MAN game to this whole project?
Very important. This year, while it's our 95th anniversary, it's PAC-MAN's 40th anniversary. It's an iconic game. We wanted to pay homage to it, so we wanted to do it very authentically. So we wanted to make sure that board, so people who are PAC-MAN fans see it's just as much of that game as it is us as well.
Yeah, and with that 40th anniversary, I imagine you're going to be not only appealing to Caterpillar's customers, but you're going to get a lot of exposure in the world of PAC-MAN and people's kids who love PAC-MAN, and I guess the adults are probably more numerous than the kids these days.
Correct, yeah. We knew once we for sure signed PAC-MAN as a partner on this one, we knew they would be a good plan for that to get out, and we actually, our players, we made sure our players represented that diverse group. So one of our players, Blitz, is actually a gamer on YouTube, and we wanted him to be able to show that. It's a critical part for us because our future operators, our future technicians, are people who play games today, and we want to be able to show them what you can do in the virtual world, you can do in the real world as well.
Yeah, and if you're a gamer, you'd be really familiar with that remote control pattern that you've got with these Caterpillar remote systems.
That's exactly what Blitz said. He said when he first time he operated a remote control machine was yesterday, and he said the muscle memory was exactly the same as playing his games. So it really shows the connection between that virtual world and what we do here.
Yeah, there's a couple of these guys that have never operated machinery before, right?
Correct, exactly. So the other one is Joey Stone, who drives the CAT virtual car every week for NASCAR, for our NASCAR team. And he's another one, has never operated equipment before, but he said the muscle memory was exactly the same. So driving a virtual car was the same as driving a real machine via joystick.
With Bandai involved in this, I imagine that there was a lot of give and take information-wise and with their IP.
Correct, yeah. That's the cool part about the game is it is very much a partnership with them. So as we're building it to make sure it's very CAT, we're also making sure it's very PAC-MAN. So as you see the graphics, the animated characters that are on the board are all authentically PAC-MANs. It's our internal team that's doing all the work with them, but we're actually making sure we very much hold up to their brand.
We should say it's not just skid steer loaders. There's an animated icon that goes with each one of those to designate PAC-MAN and the ghosts.
Correct, yeah, you see the skid steers out here today, but we've actually then animated Ghost and PAC-MAN on top of them. And really, we look at PAC-MAN as a construction site. It is, while we had to build it, but it also represents the ghosts are the challenges that our customers face every day. You never know what's around that corner like PAC-MAN doesn't, and you have to have a trusted partner. He uses power pellets to take on the challenges. We offer up our CAT dealer services, such as a customer value agreement or repair options to be able to take on those challenges that you face every day.
Yeah, and the CAT brand is integrated with the fruit bonuses too, right?
Exactly. That was really a fun part when the team all concepted how we could take the fruit bonuses and make them more CAT. Well, fruit bonus is all about adding lives. How do you add lives to your equipment is adding genuine CAT parts to them. So the fruit bonuses, they've allowed us to actually apply it to a CAT parts box. So it's really fun to kind of integrate the two brands together.
Right. Well, you know, it's a fascinating project. I love to see hear the story about how it came together and see the work going on behind us. Thanks so much for the invitation to be here. We're really enjoying it.
Great. Thanks, Larry.